Hey guys, welcome to our podcast, Mindless Matters, a podcast about absolutely nothing. I'm Kathy.
I'm Kelly.
Okay, so I wanted to ask you this because I was in the parking lot the other day and I was like, I wonder, I think I know the answer. But I was waiting for someone because I had backed out and I was like ready to go. And now that I have like screaming kids in the car, I'm like super impatient, like in parking lots. I'm like, just move, like just park your car, get out of the way. So I had to wait for this man to back himself into the space, like to park his car, like at a store. I don't remember where we were. It might have been Costco, but it might have been Target. Those are like the places that I go these days. But I was like, seriously, like you're in a parking lot. Like it's really easy to get in and out of here. You don't like need to do that. Like my dad backs his car into the garage, like at his house so that he can just pull out in the morning, which like I could see that. I don't do it. But I could see why somebody would want to back their car in. So like early in the morning, like if you're leaving before the sun comes up and you're really tired, you're just like, I just want to pull out. I don't want to have to like back out of it. Like I could see that. But like, have you ever done that in a parking lot? Ever?
No, because I cannot back up the car into a spot. So
that's the only reason.
That is because I can't. I just like I need driver's ed. I can't back into a spot, but I will do a pull through. Except,
oh well, I'll do that.
Right, but it's always at the grocery store. You see the people that back in and like or they do the pull through like I do, and it's always a mistake because you have all these groceries and your trunk isn't accessible.
Right.
So it's always a mistake. Like every time I do that,
I just feel like it's not worth the effort in a parking lot to do that. Right? Like people, I think, are more patient when like you're leaving because then they can take your spot. Like they're less patient when it's like, hold on, let me back into the spot. Like,
so I just want to know like why.
Why? I don't understand why. But it's always whenever I see it, it's almost always a man.
Is it like a truck, an SUV, a sedan?
I don't remember what it was this time. I mean, it wasn't a small car.
Because I could see having like a big pickup truck because that has to be
I don't
bad.
think it wasn't a pickup truck.
Visibility.
Oh, maybe.
So I could see like a big truck like reversing in.
Because like it's harder to see like when you want to leave.
Yeah, like when cars are coming.
Okay. Maybe
I'll try to reverse in somewhere this week. It's like a personal goal.
Like parallel parking or something.
Like in an empty parking lot.
I have to be able to check this off. Like I can do this. I don't see the need to be able to like pull out that easily as that important. Right? Like once you're done shopping, like
usually I use the trunk, so I want
especially at the grocery store, or I think we were at Costco.
Oh, and Costco's a trunk situation.
Yeah, especially at Costco, you need to put your stuff in the trunk. So why are you backing into a parking spot? That seems silly to me.
Question is, how do you go into Costco and not come out with so much stuff he needed the trunk?
I don't know. Maybe he was only going there for one specific thing. I don't know.
That's impossible.
We were leaving, so I know, but
maybe he works there.
Oh, maybe. Do they have special parking spaces?
I don't think so.
Oh.
But I've definitely gone to Costco for one thing and come out with like 20.
Course. It's like Target. Like, yeah.
Right. You just can't get one thing.
No. Especially when you're like, well, I'm here. Might as well just grab it.
Right. And it's like always crowded. So it's like, well, I have 10 minutes to wait in line anyway.
It's not crowded if you go like during the week. I feel like when you go like at like 11 o'clock during the week, it's not like super crowded. It's like mildly crowded. And it's usually like older people. That's when I'm going with my 3 kids.
I usually go like right at 5 or 6.
Is it crowded then? I'm sure it is.
Sometimes it was like smaller carts, like a lot of like small purchases, but I feel like it's always crowded, but it moves pretty quick because everyone's just in a rush.
Well, everyone's wanting to leave. Right.
Yeah.
I feel like when I go, people are kind of like meandering, and I'm like, I have my list of things I need to get before these kids melt down and get out of my way.
Right. Sample day, it's the worst.
No, we don't go on those days.
I can't stand
Some people
it.
are like, ooh, we go with my kids. And I'm like, no, absolutely not. We're not doing that.
No, it's the cart abandonment that I hate.
Yes.
It's like, I'm just going to leave my cart and walk like for 10 samples.
And not even like off to the side sometimes.
No, it's
like
just
in the middle. Like, yeah.
Maybe I'll make that my goal this week too, is go to Costco on sample day
And
just
leave your cart in the middle.
No, just push someone else's. And be like, oh.
I move them. Do you think that's bad form? I move the carts. Like wherever we are. If the cart is like not off to the side, or like even if it's in front of something I need, I'm like, move. Like,
no, totally.
yeah.
It's like a business situation.
Exactly. I'm not like saying like anything snotty. It's just like, I need to move this. I need to get by, or I need to get that product off the shelf that you're blocking.
Well, the aisles are way too thin to do like a 3/4 turnabout.
Right.
Because I've tried. It does not work. The wheels don't work half the time to like reverse.
That's true.
So like once you're in, you're in.
Yeah. And you don't want to lap all the way around.
No. So I will like move it to the side, because it's like you really can only go forward.
Right.
And then there's like the cart traffic jam. I hate grocery shopping.
I like it. This is going to sound really pathetic right now, but I like it because it's like, it's something to get us out of the house in the winter. Like sometimes there's just like, there's no reason to leave, but I'm like, I got to get out of here. So it's like, it's a reason to get out of the house, but it's always stressful for me anyway. And like, I always forget something, and Dave's like, just make a list. And I'm like, well, sometimes I don't want to like pull out my list. Like, it's hard when I'm like juggling all the kids. But anyway, that brings me to another topic that I want to talk about. Okay. Do you make lists? And if you make lists, do you put them on your phone, or do you write them out on a piece of paper?
Both. So it depends like where I am before the grocery store.
Okay.
So if I'm like at home on the sofa, I'm just going to do my phone. If I'm out somewhere and there's like a sticky note, I'll use a sticky note, and I'll like put it on my wallet. Like, so I'm like, oh yeah, later today I have to go.
Yeah.
But I'm pretty unsuccessful. Last time I actually like went to like the real grocery store versus like grocery delivery. I had this whole meal. I had this whole plan. I knew what I was getting. Don dropped me off. I ran in, came out, put it in the car, and realized I forgot the chicken. And it was like a chicken dish. Like the main point was the chicken.
But you're so worried about the other things.
Right.
Yeah.
So I told this. I was like, okay, well, I have to go back in and get the chicken. So it just doesn't
I know.
work.
I still forget things even if I have a list sometimes, because I will like read over it. Like I'll pass over things. You know what I mean?
Especially, so you don't do them in order. Like, do you do them in aisle order? Like, here's all the veggies, here's all the
I try to
meat.
do that, but then every once in a while, I'll be like, I'll forget to write something down, and then there's no room by the veggies. So then I'll just be like, I'll put it at the bottom. It's no big deal. But then, like, that screws everything up, and I forget.
Right. Or I'm not willing to go back.
Yeah, I've done that too, where I'm like, but it's all the way on the other side.
Or you're in line, you're like, I'm not abandoning the line.
Exactly.
It's too late.
I don't like doing them on my phone, though. I don't like it, because I feel like it's harder to like have my phone out and like push the cart and like handle the kids. Like, it's harder for me to have that, even to like put it in my pocket. Like, it's easier with a list because I can crumple it up and like hold the cart, or like the kids want to hold it. They'll be like, can I hold the list? And I'm like, sure. I'm not going to give them my phone because they're going to drop it out of the cart and break something. But like, I also feel like when I write it down, like write it out with a pen and paper, then I actually remember it, and I don't actually need the list as much as if I were just like typing it in my phone. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll write out the list and I'll take a picture of it.
That's a good idea too.
Because then I've written it out, so like I have it like visually in my head. I know what it is. Like I'm visual like learner. Like it's hard for me to do like audiobooks, which is ironic since we're doing a podcast right now. But it's hard for me to listen to like a book on tape because like my mind like wanders, because it's like it's not in front of me, so it's like harder for me to like pay attention or like retain it, I guess, you know.
That makes sense, because it's easy to get distracted.
Yeah,
because it's like your hands are free.
Yeah,
like your eyesight's free.
Yeah,
but I do love like the audio for like driving.
Yeah, no, I do like listening to certain things. Like I will listen to podcasts a lot and I'll pay attention weirdly enough, if it's like a history podcast, my mind still wanders. Even if I want to listen, for some reason, I don't know if it's just that my brain can't handle it. But like, if I listen to like a funny podcast, or even if I listen to like a true crime podcast that I love, I will listen to that and I can follow it. But it's like when it's a book, and it's just like, that's a long, like, you know, it's like a long process. It's not just like short little, like, here's a 20-minute podcast that I have to pay attention to. Then I tend to like wander and be like, wait, I wasn't listening to the last.
Especially if you break it up. So like you only like, well, I have an hour here, 10 minutes here, 20 minutes here. I'll forget who the characters were and how they're related. It has to be like very simple audiobooks.
Yeah. If it's simple, then I can do it. But if it's like anything intellectual, or I have to remember different people, or I can't get into it. And people are like, you'll love this, try Audible. And I did. I just can't. But like, for some reason with podcasts, I'm a lot better.
So if you do the list for the grocery store and you write it out or take a picture, what about like to-do lists?
I know Dave is on top of me to be like, you should just plan out your day and make a to-do list. It will make things way less stressful for you. But I'm like, I feel like then if I don't like do things in that order, or like, because I made that list, then it's like pressure. Like I put pressure on myself to be like, I'm going to do it. I have to do it this way. Like, I don't like making lists. Like, I'm not a list. I'd much rather go to the grocery store without a list, which is weird. But that's just like how I am. Like, I don't like to like list out my day. And he's like, we should make a column where it's like, we need to do these things. We're doing these things. And then a different column for like, we finish these things. And I'm like, I don't see the point. I can see the point in like a work setting where you have different people working on the same like, I could see the benefit of that.
Like, I definitely do it at work. Like, I have my list of like things I have to do, or I cannot forget to do.
Right.
But at home, it's like,
I don't like, it's different for some reason.
It's like I have a list of like things I'm working on, like projects, but not like what I'm doing every day, or like the goal for that weekend.
Right.
It's like usually like calendar events for events, and then, well, here's 5 things I want to get done sometime this month.
Exactly. I do that too, where I'm like, I need to clean these things, but it doesn't have to be today. It's just, those are things I need to do. Like, but it's not like, I'm not going to forget that. The floors are dirty. I need to clean them. Like, I'm not going to forget.
You can't hide that.
Yeah. I can see the benefit of it in a workplace environment, but like, being a stay-at-home mom, I think I could see it more like when they're older and I'm trying to like do like lesson planning type stuff, like for homeschooling. Like, I think I could do it then, right?
Yeah, that also might help them stay on track too, because it's sort of like precursing, like, here's what we're doing today, no surprises.
Right. And I think it'll be good for Connor to try. I thought about this to, like, for the mornings, like, you need to go to the bathroom, you need to get dressed, you need to brush your teeth, brush your hair. Like, these are the things you need to do, and you, like, once he's done them, he can like check them off. Because like, I'll be like, did you brush your teeth? He'll be like, yeah, but like, you're like, no. He has no idea. He's like, I don't remember. Like, he has no idea. So I feel like if I had a little thing that he could move, and if he didn't do it, I'd be like, well, then you didn't do it. Like, that would probably actually be really helpful for him.
Something to be like, I remember I did it. Yep. Like, I actually like am aware I'm doing it. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I could use one of those for the morning.
Yeah. Apparently you could put your bra on. Check.
Right. Breakfast. Did I pack my lunch?
Right. Oh, man. Okay, I have one that I think is interesting, that I would like to hear your opinion on this. Okay, and I feel like these are all like where Dave and I differ, so I'm like, oh, I wonder if other people feel this way. So when the gas tank in your car is empty and it's time to fill it up, which, by the way, I push it way too far. Like, the car is like beeping at me like, hello, you have low fuel. And it's like multiple times, like, excuse me, I just told you you're on empty. It's like, you're going to run out.
2 miles.
Like, stop and fill up the... And I shouldn't do that because I'm driving the kids around, but I'm not that... I mean, I'll do it every once in a while. I'll be like, it's fine. Like, if we're just around town. But if we're going somewhere, I'll definitely fill it up. But anyway, I always fill it up all the way. So every time I pull into the gas station, I don't just like put a small amount. Like I used to do that if I like didn't have enough money in my account or I wasn't sure if I had enough money.
Right. Yeah.
But now that it's going on the credit card, I'm just like, well, I'm just going to fill it up, one charge, fill it all the way up. I'm here at the gas station. Why would I want to only fill it up a little bit? So I fill it up and I'm done. I don't know if he still does this, but like there are times when like Dave will only put like a certain amount on there, like, or he'll just fill it up a little bit and be like, that's good, that's enough, like a couple gallons or whatever, and he'll just fill it up like that, and I'm like, we're here, why wouldn't you just fill it up all the way? Like,
right, it's cold or you're already out of your way.
Well, the thing is, like, no one wants to be like stopping at the gas station, so just fill it up so then you don't have to stop again for another long period of time. And like, don't you get charged, like for a credit card transaction, don't you get charged a fee each time you do it? Is that not a thing? Is that a thing?
So, confession.
What?
I don't pump gas. I have never bought gas for my car.
Are you serious?
I'm serious.
So this is a terrible topic to be talking about.
This is. So like back like before Don
How have you never done it? Like, okay, never ever?
Before Don and I got married.
Okay.
I would do my own. It was like when I had cash. So you like pump to your cash in and go bring it in. But like once Don and I moved in together, he would always go fill it up for me.
That's like super nice.
It is super nice. Because like even if I'm home, I'll be like, oh, I don't have gas for work tomorrow. And he'll go get the car and go fill it up with gas and come home.
Oh, that's so nice.
So like with our new car, never. I've never done
crazy.
It.
What's going to happen when you have to do it? You're not going to know how. You're not even going to know what side it's on. What side is it on? Do you know?
Well, yeah, it's a little gas indicator.
What side is it on?
It's on the right, because I asked him this weekend. Okay. Because we pulled into the gas pump and I was like, isn't it on the other side? And he's like, that was the old car.
You're off to a great start.
Right. Because the new one's on the passenger. Because I thought
that's tricky though.
Right. But I go, what driver wants to get out of their car in like 19-degree weather and walk all the way around? Mm-hmm. It should always be on the driver's side.
I don't really understand why. I mean, I don't know much about cars, so there's got to be a reason, but why wouldn't you just put it on the driver's side?
I don't know.
So your new one's on the passenger side or no?
Yeah, passenger side.
Okay.
And Don always tops it off.
Yeah, I don't do that as much anymore because it doesn't, like, I used to like it to be like an even number. But that's silly now because it doesn't matter.
Not
really.
with the credit card.
No, like, but I used to do it because when you would pay cash.
Right, like you had to get right to that $10 or $20.
Right. But like you don't have to do that anymore, so it's kind of pointless. So I don't do it anymore, really.
I do know your credit card will shut off if you buy too much gas in one day.
Wow. Oh, like it's like a safety precaution?
Yeah, like it's a fraud alert.
You're like driving too much?
Right, because
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, if you like swipe too many times, it will shut off.
But anyway, so when you use your credit card, isn't there a transaction fee for a credit card charge?
I have no idea.
Oh, I thought you would know this.
No, because I've never checked. I've never bought it. I've never.
Maybe that used to be a thing, and maybe it's not a thing now. But I feel like that's why some places would prefer cash because, like, maybe the business gets charged. Maybe that's what I'm thinking of. I don't know.
All businesses get charged. That's why there's typically like a minimum. Like you have to spend over $10.
Okay, I gotcha. Anyway, I still think it makes no sense to only put in like a little bit.
No, he should just fill that up.
Yeah, maybe he does now, but like when we were dating and stuff, sometimes he would just like be like, "That's enough. I'll just do that." And I'm like, "But you're here. You might as well just fill it up."
Unless he really likes to trips by himself to the gas station.
Maybe. Or maybe he just likes to just mix it up. I don't know. I'm not sure. But I don't see the point in only filling up like for like a certain...
Just a smidgen of gas.
Yeah, like just enough like to get home or whatever. But it's like you're going to have to go back out. It's never like only a little bit, but it's like he'll like fill it up and it'll be like a little over halfway. And I'm like, but then why not just fill it all the way up? That doesn't...
I could see if
that makes no sense.
Drive a lot. Like if I was home most of the time, or
I guess
like I really didn't go anywhere, I would do halfway so it didn't go bad.
I guess.
Like when we had two cars, one sat so much that we would have to go out and purposely start it.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, maybe that, but
I know you don't, so I know you drive a lot.
Yeah, Dave drives his car every day, and I drive almost every day. Some days, no. Like, some days we're home, especially in the winter. I'm like, I'm not going outside with these kids. We're staying in.
Everyone would vote. He should always fill it up for you.
I know. Well, I would love those votes. That would be excellent if people would chime in for that one.
Thanks for listening. Check us out on Instagram at Mindless Matters Podcast.
And we're on YouTube. If you have questions or comments, you can email us at mindlessmatterspodcast@gmail.com. Thanks.